Hey guys, I'm Orla from GBO, your Women's Gate Review channel. Today we are reviewing the EXP45 Anti-Theft Travel Pack from Pacsafe. In this review, we have you covered. We are going to talk about the summary, features, fit check, comfortability, whether it has passed the female body test or not, the airline test, and also a waterproof kind of testing too, pros and cons, and just really ending this video with deciding whether or not this backpack is right for you. If at the end of all of that you're thinking, well, she didn't answer this question, then just drop it below in the comments and we will be sure to get back to you. Okay, let's get cracking with the summary. This is priced around $290 US. The bag is made up with sustainable materials, both main and the lining being recycled polyester. The main is 750D and the lining is 150D and it is water resistant. The dimensions are 21.7 inches in height by 13 inches in width by 7.5 inches in depth, and it is a weight of 3.97 pounds. And this is a 45 litre. It comes in two colours. You have the slate here and you can also opt for the black. They offer international shipping, a 30-day return, a 5-year warranty on backpacks and bags, and a 2-year warranty on their accessories. This is a whopping size, but it is super ideal for those who like to take backpacks with them instead of luggage. It does sit up nicely sometimes, but the way I packed it, I haven't flattened out the bottom, so it's constantly flopping forward. It is made with durable materials and it's also not overly flashy, which makes it really great for a backpacking bag. It's given interrailing around Europe vibes. This is their updated version. They have taken on board what regular travellers wanted and implemented it throughout this backpack. A good thing to know about this backpack, it is made from RPET, so that is the equivalent to about 63 recycled plastic bottles. Okay, let's get into the features of this backpack. So branding first, you have the Pacsafe writing on top, a little turtle on the side, and on the hardware is Pacsafe and also on the straps and the handles. You have 3 main handles and 1 hanging handle that allows you to hang this bag up. The other handles, the one on front is super helpful for just maneuvering this off the luggage belt, and the top handle is good for the top loading and carrying it. And then the side handle is great to just enter kind of briefcase mode. You do have 4 compression straps on this backpack. For the ones that are over on this side, they are clippable off here, so it kind of implements an anti-theft feature in terms of the strap, so that you can place that on if you want to just add that added protection, and they also work as compression straps. And then the ones on this side is handy enough. They don't unclip, but if you have anything bigger, then you can kind of lift this around. So it's ideal if you have maybe a tripod or a bigger water bottle in here. And I know this is a plastic bottle. I should opt for a different bottle. If it helps, I do recycle this bottle, but it does fit in well for this kind of bottle. Also my 500ml fits in there as well. To get into the front and the back pocket, you have to undo this, but fear not, because once you go through that, you have to go through the kind of rhubarb system that is highly known from Pacsafe, where it will just kind of clamp the 2 of your zips together in the system that you can lock and unlock. It is a bit fiddly, but that's kind of what you want in terms of anti-theft, because you don't want it to be easy. So inside your first pocket, it doesn't just flap down, it is held open, and you do have a lighter interior, so it helps to see. You can use this organization within this pocket, or you can just opt to pack it out. You have a big mesh pocket at the top, which I love, and I love the fact that the pockets are higher here, so you're not just having to dig around. You have a mesh pocket with a key lash, and then you have some smaller pockets and your classic RFID blocking pocket where I've opted to put my purse in. You could opt to put your laptop in here. You could even put a bigger one in if you wanted. It would fit up to about a 17 inch. Across it runs about 11 inches. That's just going to give you a bit of reference. Although it does have a false bottom and it is well padded, I would opt to put your laptop in there with a cover on it, because when we get into the main compartment, you'll see that kind of just, you'll feel it. You'll touch bases with the laptop in there. In the main compartment, you have mesh pockets, then a main compartment for compression straps. This is handy to just give the backpack some organization, but a great way to use packing cubes. Now onto the back, you do have a wonderful prompting kind of pad in here, and you also have a luggage pass-through. You have a sternum strap that is adjustable and a hip belt that isn't removable. There is padding on the hip belt and the straps and additional loopholes on the straps for anything that you might want to attach externally. Okay, time for fit check, comfortability, and whether or not this has passed the female body test. Sternum strap is good. The hip belt is adjustable as well, so you can kind of taper that in how you want. It does sit on my hips, to be fair, which is grand. You kind of feel the comfort then with the padding here on the hip, which is really nice. Again, I would just like some more material. Look, I'm going to grab for load lifters. That's what it's missing. There's a bit of a load lifter because then there's a huge gap here. I don't find these straps as comfortable just because of the way I like the style. But this is what it looks like on me. Comfort wise, the straps for me, I just leaned a little bit more like a load lifter. Also, it kind of rubs on your neck because of the way I want to taper tight into my body. In terms of the female body test though, this sternum strap is grand, and also the comfort for the female body here is absolutely grand too. It's just at the top and the rubbing on my neck. Okay, time for the Airline test. So we all know that it isn't going to fit in as a personal item. What you do need to be careful of is, what is a bonus is that you can stow away these straps, so maybe do that before and if you are putting it in the overhead locker. Just to give you a bit of reference, this is EasyJet's measurements. The thing that you'll need to do is compress in the front handle, because that's what sometimes is just getting stuck for making it within the measurements. But apart from that, it fits in grand for the measurements of EasyJet for their carry-on. Maybe slightly less bulked out than this because it's this part that has to be squished down in order for it to glide a bit better. Okay, time for the waterproof test. As you can see, the water does just run off this. It is really nice, and also inside it is quite easy then to just wipe down and clean too with that water resistant material. Okay, time for some pros and cons. Pro number one is the anti-theft and sustainability with this backpack, without a doubt, is amazing. It is classy and elegant, but not too flashy. The handles definitely make a difference in terms of maneuvering this because it can get quite heavy, especially if you are bulking it out to the max. The stowable straps I absolutely love, and you can also stow away the hip belt too. That just gives it a cleaner look, especially if you are placing it in the overhead locker. And I love the classic pop and lock system so that you can tie it around anything secured whenever you are putting the bag down. Cons are that there is no pockets on the hip belts. Whether they felt that didn't go in line with the anti-theft features, they could have maybe implemented something with it, like a wee zip tag. And also a wee secret pocket would have been nice, unless it's so secretive that I literally can't find it. This backpack is great for travel. You can even pack it up for a week-long trip away, or even longer if you are smarter with it. It's definitely for someone who appreciates and wants the anti-theft features, less for someone who doesn't have the patience for that and can't really deal with the anti-theft features if they're in a bit of a rush. Also, I wouldn't say this is for anyone who maybe enjoys more of those external features. Whilst you could actually place things on these loopholes, you might want to have a wee look at their EXP45 liter. So that is the end of our review. We hope you enjoyed, and if you did, then why not go ahead and join the GBO community by hitting that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.